In the face of climate change, Clean BC is helping people in British Columbia take action with a commitment to strengthen BC's food.
It's December 6, 2006, and, well, let me just start by saying I'm happy to see you.
Who is Dax Flame?
Dax Flame is an enigma.
I did see Sophie on the hallway today.
I find him to be one of the most interesting people I've ever met because I feel like there's so much more going on that he doesn't talk about.
I just said, do you want to go to the dance with me? She said, I don't know you.
I think that was the whole draw of Dax Flame. Is it real or not?
Right.
You know?
I met Mr. Dax Flame.
I opened the window this morning, but I closed it now.
Coolest kid I've ever met. Oh my god. So cool. And, real. Yes, quite real.
You know, when I think of Dax Flame, it's almost this sense of disruptive, socially awkward content.
Oh, God. Oh,
Is that a high five?
Yeah.
Dax Flame back on the top 100 at 98th most subscribed of all time with 132,000 subscribers.
I watched his videos religiously. I didn't know what they were, whether they were real or fake, but I was so mesmerized by who he was.
I am ready for school. It was so embarrassing.
That's his genius, like part of it at least. It really, like still to this day, over a decade later, almost a decade and a half, like he's still pulling that whole like what's real or what's not thing, and you still don't really know.
A few months ago, me and the boys went out to Los Angeles, California, to visit with a YouTuber who goes by the username Dax Flame. His real name is Madison, and he'd probably be the first to admit that he's an odd guy. So I figured we'd get along, you know? I can find out what he's been up to for the last decade, his thoughts on the current state of YouTube, his dreams and aspirations, deep-seated fears, long-buried secrets, you know, the typical stuff that you'd ask an acquaintance.
Calm it down. That's a tick, actually. That's my tick.
Right now we're going to Dax Flame's apartment, studio. We're going to talk to him about this documentary and figure out what the plans are. Dax says that he'll be. Dax says that he went out for a walk and he's running back. 2 minutes. Sort of an odd time to go out for a walk. Or do you often?
Well, I was just getting out of the house. Yeah. Should we go inside?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Cool. So this is my apartment.
Wowee. Okay, this is tiny. This is just as you described it.
yeah, but I like it. But
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
It takes me a second to not be nervous in front of the camera.
Oh,
Like I'm not legitimately nervous, but like to feel natural.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madison lives in what looks to be a 300 square foot studio apartment in which he's decorated the walls with tape. I asked him what the design was supposed to be or what it represented, since it did seem like it had some kind of purpose. He said he just liked the way it looked. Afterwards, we went back to the Airbnb we were staying at to catch up and learn more about Dax Flame. What do you think looks better, no beanie or beanie?
Wait, let me say that again. None.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any reason why?
No, just an instinct.
Okay, cool. This is the most awkward part about it. Once we're past this, we're good.
I'm Dax Flame, and I am 28.
Sorry, so that's my fault.
It's hard to say. Wait, close your eyes or something.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's harder.
Okay.
I'll just try and be normal. I'm Dax Flame, and I'm 28, and I started making YouTube videos when I was 15, and they blew up and got popular. And through that, I eventually landed movie roles.
Good evening. This is Dax. I don't have words for some of the things I've seen.
The party's here.
Can we get some bitches up in here? Because it's just boys right now.
No, you can't get any bitches up here.
That's the hat. And as the players march into the locker room, we're going to be joined on the field by Evan Troutwig.
We're here as well.
We Jump Street.
Yes, Dax was in 22 Jump Street, which means he technically shares the same cinematic universe as My Name Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
It really is a small world.
Eventually, those opportunities fizzled out after carrying me financially for a few years. So right now, I don't know how to find my way back into that, but I'd like to find my way back into that or something other than my current day job, because it's just an ice cream man day job. Yeah.
What do you like to do for fun?
I like to go for walks or write stuff or go on a hike or see what people are up to.
Oh.
Is that normal? Like
That's normal.
Traveling is really fun. I haven't traveled much recently, but I went to like India and Mexico, Europe, a lot of places in Europe and around the USA, and Peru, and Thailand, and Russia, which might also be part of why I eventually had my career fizzle out, because I was not as attentive to it as you maybe should be, because I was traveling a lot. India was very cool.
That did not work very well. It was kind of weird hanging out with Madison, because I didn't know how to handle his energy. He's got sort of the awkward energy that, you know, you would see with maybe Michael Scott, but not in the way that he's inconsiderate. He's too considerate.
Can I ask you more questions?
Yeah.
Did it hurt your feelings? And then this is not a portion where it's like as naturally conversational, like I shouldn't ask you questions back yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to shake my hand if I'm worried about sickness? I haven't touched my nose, I don't think.
Oh, let's just do this. It kind of feels like he tries very hard sometimes to make sure the conversation goes smoothly and he doesn't ruffle anyone's feathers. But then other times it feels as if he's intentionally just trying to make the conversation as awkward as possible. You're just looking at me really intensely.
I like to see you ask questions.
Okay. The best way I could describe the conversations that I had with Madison was that they were the verbal equivalent of going in for a handshake and you're met with a fist bump and you do this awkward move. Yeah. Awkward. Right now we're going to the ice cream shop.
What kind of ice cream are you gonna get?
Probably the weirdest one, if they got like, I don't know, like a blue cheese ice cream or maybe just something unusual, something with raisins in it. I was kind of thinking so. What's your guys' weirdest flavor? But is that the weirdest one? Let's talk a little bit about the ice cream shop. What do you think about it, like overall? Where are you at right now at the ice cream shop? Like your mentality?
I hate it. Well, sorry if I work with you. But I like the people I work with. But I hate doing the same thing over and over.
Dax recently wrote a book called Ice Cream Man, and we asked for him to read some of it to us.
I work at an ice cream shop in Los Angeles.
One of my favorite chapters from the book is specifically about his time at the ice cream shop, and it's simply called Sabotage.
A couple weeks ago, I decided I'm done. Bullshit. Work at the shop has become extremely difficult because now I'm no longer working up the ladder. Instead, it's turned into a sort of purgatory, and I've started misbehaving, sabotaging them. When I enter flavors into the POS/register, I enter the incorrect flavors so they get the incorrect data. I hid the espresso measurer, and they had to buy a new one. Only like $15 probably, which doesn't mean anything to the company in the grand scheme of things, but it still felt good. I spent 20 minutes organizing everything under the register Monday. It was a mess, and I got it extremely neat and organized. No one noticed or acknowledged it, so I doubled down on sabotage mode the rest of the week. Wednesday, I gave away 5 free ice creams. Throughout the day, I would select one kind customer and tell them, it's on me today. This cost the company $25 in sales. I want to find a way to really throw a wrench in the system though. I don't know what, but I don't know. I want to convince everyone to quit at the same time as me. The dream is, I sell a screenplay and hire all my coworkers to be PAs on it. And I give them all jobs as they quit the ice cream job. And the new GM is fired because, probably shouldn't say that.
I think what makes it funny is like using the word sabotage, like it's a word with so much punch.
I think the reason I use that word is because I couldn't think of a better word, but also it felt accurate for even if like it is like a small thing, like it feels important like in some way to be able to let off steam or something. When probably the more mature thing, is like to, I don't know actually. Yeah.
What would be the more mature thing to do?
The more mature thing to do is not to do that, but like also, what is your alternative?
Right.
Then you just go crazy.
The world could always use more heroes. Coming through! Nice work, team.
Look at this. You just slide your foot down.
Could you give me like maybe a sabotage ice cream? You know what I mean?
Do you want my ice cream for the day?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind would you like?
Sabotage. Sabotage ice cream. How would you, if you had like your own ice cream shop, would you run it like differently?
I would I would make it like one flavor only, and then you just serve yourself stuff.
One flavor?
I guess so.
Why one flavor?
You don't have to do anything.
So, in your ideal ice cream scenario, like the place is self-serve?
Yeah, and like self-pay and stuff. That would be cool.